Hey, mahal everyone. Welcome back again to the Broadway Saiyan YouTube channel. I am your host 40 and we are back with another video on Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, the global version of Dissidia Opera Omnia. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the next character event to be going live in the global version of Dissidia Opera Omnia, which is going to be featuring
Maria. I've just met a girl named Maria.
No, not the West Side Story Maria, but the beautiful archeress Maria from Final Fantasy II. So let's go into some details regarding the Maria event for Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. So the beautiful archeress event. Final Fantasy II's beautiful, voluptuously dressed archeress Maria joins the global Dissidia Opera Omnia world. And yeah, just look at what she wears. I don't know how you could fight with that outfit, but hey, I guess it works. Maybe it distracts the enemies. Who knows? So equipped with her trusty bow and harboring the power of blue crystals, Maria brings a mix of ranged DPS brave shaving along with some healing and support, making her somewhat of a mixed bag of a character. Statistically, Maria excels in initial brave, speed, and max brave. However, her attack, HP, and defense are somewhat on the low side. Her 5-star 35 CP armor Hermes shoes will be available in the armor token exchange shop, as well as 2 free copies from her event. Irvine and Aiko accompany her as synergy characters to combat the Spark Eye boss monster for this character event. So her abilities are True Shot, which is a one-hit wind elemental range brave attack with low action delay. Her second ability is Arrow Rain, which is a one-hit range brave plus HP attack, and the HP damage is divided equally amongst all targets. This also heals all party members based on the HP damage dealt up to 5% of their max HP. So she's going to be our third character to be dealing some AoE HP damage alongside Irvine and Kuja. So she's definitely going to be useful as far as like the cycle quests go currently. So now you can attack all the mobs with those cycle quests if you're going to be farming with Arrow Rain. Her crystal passives are the following. True Shot Light, so it reduces the True Shot's action delay. I feel like she doesn't really need this because it already has a low action delay naturally. Break Speed Up, doesn't really need it. Usually that's a crystal passive that you generally don't really need on most characters. Attack Proficiency. So this is actually new and is going to be available to Maria first of all. So this raises her attack up to 10 times after every brave attack. Now because she is a brave shaver and because her abilities only deal a one-hit brave attack, I feel like this is actually going to be very useful for her should you decide to use her. So definitely want to give her that. Arrow Rain power up, obviously want to give that to her so that way her Arrow Rain deals more brave damage. Receive Heal Up, I don't think she needs it. I feel like just the base HP healing alone is already more than enough, so the heal that she receives to herself, I don't really think she needs it. True Shot power up, definitely want to give it to her. Break Boost, doesn't really need it. Arrow Rain Charge, obviously you want more usages on her abilities. And then Rebel Army, so when recovering HP, if healing exceeds max HP, excess is converted to Brave, and the Brave value granted is limited to 150% of initial Brave. It's actually not bad. I kind of like it, especially because she is a part healer, so I would definitely give that to her as well as far as her crystal passives go. Now her artifact passives, HP damage, guard up, 1-star, 2-star, and doesn't really need it. First of all, you don't really want her to be taking the brunt of HP attacks. Break Boost, 1-star, 2-star, again, don't really need it. True Shot power up, 1-star, 2-star, and then Arrow Rain power up, 1-star, 2-star, I would definitely go for. The prioritized artifact passives I feel that she could really benefit from are Attack plus 108, Max Brave plus 330, and then Arrow Rain power up 2-star and True Shot power up 2-star as far as her artifact passives go. Now the weapons that are going to be featured that are brand new on this banner. So this one's kind of interesting because with the Kuja banner and the Palom banner, because they came out in a different order, Maria came out actually in Japan before those two characters did. This banner in Japan featured 2 35 CP weapons, whereas the ones that we just got before this have 3. So I'm going to assume that for global, they're going to keep it with 2 for this banner, but you never know. They might actually give us a third 35 CP, which is going to be Aiko. But based on what JP got, we're going to be getting the 5-star 35 CP Yoichi's bow for Maria. So this is going to be increasing her Arrow Rain's damage output, as well as raising that HP recovery limit and lowering further its action delay. the brave damage inflicted is going to be higher when there's only one target, and then it's also going to be granting a small attack up to the party for 3 turns. So now she has a way to kind of support the party as long as you have this, so she gives them a little bit more attack. Her 5-star 15 CP Mithril Bow will also be in this banner. This is going to be giving True Shot a damage output increase as well as lowering its action delay. The self buffs that Maria gets from this now are going to be Max Brave Up and Brave Regen for 3 turns. And finally, Irvine is going to be receiving his 5-star 35 CP Ulysses, which is going to be increasing Scatter Shot's damage output, as well as it's going to be guaranteeing a 100% hit rate. So it's going to be kind of like Saz's aim in that term. And then it's also going to be increasing the success rate of the range imperil debuff that he inflicts, as well as self-buffing him with Brave Regen for 3 turns. The repeated featured weapons are going to be the 5-star 15 CP Valiant for Irvine and the 5-star 15 CP Priest Racket for Aiko. And then who knows, because we've been seeing 3 35 CP weapons featured on the past 2 banners, we may even see the 35 CP weapon for Aiko be refeatured on this banner, but I'm not gonna say that I'm 100% on that, but you never know, they might just do that. So what are my thoughts on this banner? So if you're a brand new player, the prize for me is going to be Aiko. Aiko right now stands out as one of the top support. The only one that's better than her right now is Saz, and her 15 CP actually has an amazing passive that makes her HP regen ability that much better. So for me, that's the prize on this banner. It's going to be even better if her 35 CP is on here, but again, because JP didn't have it at that time, I'm not so certain that we're going to be getting that in Global again, but who knows? If that's on there, then great. Aiko's the prize. As far as Irvine and Maria go, if you have Kuja, first of all, Kuja's AoE, even if his Ultima 9 is not as proficient being an AoE damage dealer, because it has that chance to hit twice after you have his stack built up. If you already have him, I'm going to say definitely pass, unless you absolutely like these 2 characters. Honestly, they are very lackluster, especially if you're more of a free-to-play player or you're not really spending as much on this game. I'm going to say pass on the banner unless you don't have Aiko. But if you don't have Aiko, then go ahead and pull, and hopefully you'll get Aiko's 15 CP Priest Racket. Now, the boss for this event is going to be called the Spark Eye, so it's going to be an Araman with electricity built into it. So this boss resists thunder and water, so sorry Garnet fans, don't bring Garnet to this. However, this boss is weak to earth and wind. That is a chase HP value of 40. It attacks with thunder elemental abilities, both single target and AoE. It has an ability called Supercell, which grants it Brave before inflicting a Brave plus HP thunder attack, so definitely watch out for that. It utilizes a unique buff stack mechanic called Capacitance. I think that's how you pronounce that. And the level can be determined by the amount of orbs that's surrounding it. So at level 1, it gives it an attack up. Level 2, attack up, speed up. And then level 3, attack up, speed up, and defense up. So some tips to prepare. You want to farm up as many blue crystals if you wish to utilize Maria for this event. That way you unlock as many crystal passes for her. If you have Irvine and Aiko built up, I would definitely say use them for additional synergy, as well as increased token drops now from the co-op, because now we're in that phase where co-op is now based on is now the token reward system rather than just the score based. Characters such as Ishtola, Prish, Vaughn, Shantoto possess the elements that the Spark Eye is weak to. So again, Earth and Wind. And if you're going to be doing single player, Brothers is actually an amazing summon. We just recently got that. So if you have that Brothers summon all leveled up, great summon to use. Sylph is good too because it is wind based. And then for co-op, Sylph is probably going to be your main choice, but you could also go Chocobo, Brothers, or Ifrit. Now I'm going to be showing you guys some gameplay from my JP version of the game for the Maria event. That way you guys have a visual of this upcoming character event. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Alrighty guys, so here we are with some gameplay from my JP version of Dissidia Opera Omnia to showcase and give you guys a visual of the upcoming Maria event. Now again, you guys know how I like to do this. Because these characters already have their level 60, I am going to be unequipping their level 55 and 60 passives, which I've already done so prior. So then that way, when you see these characters perform with this showcase visual gameplay, you're going to see them close to how they are for how we have them in the global version of the game. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to be taking the Brother Summon because we know that the boss Spark Eye is weak to Earth. So let's go ahead and start up this event. Now I do have Maria's EX, which we don't have yet, but we will be getting that soon later on in the future. So I'll be showing off the EX when we get to the boss fight. But this is Irvine's Scatter Shot. So it's going to be cool if you guys happen to pull his 35 CP weapon, because he does do an HP AoE damage, but it is divided. So let's go ahead and do that again. And I really like the animation of that ability, to be honest. He's extremely stylish with his gun, so it's really, really cool to see that. Okay. So this is going to be the mid-boss. And we're just gonna buff up the party with Aiko. We honestly don't really need it, but just to show some abilities off here. Okay, we are almost to the boss. So we're gonna use another scatter shot. Alright, and here we go. This is going to be the Spark Eye boss upcoming right here. Alrighty, so if we have our EX, I will be showing it off, at least as a cool tree. So there we go, right there. That's his Capacitance unique buff. So depending on how many orbs he has, it'll have buffs either to his attack, at level 2's attack and speed, and then level 3, it's attack, speed, and defense. So we're gonna just try to speed through this as much as we can, keeping him broken, making sure that he's not gonna be dealing us too much damage, because we don't want him to buff himself too much. Especially when you're fighting this boss in co-op, you want to pay attention to how many orbs he has, because he can get pretty dangerous if he has all 3 orbs. Go. And because they've introduced the EX stages for this, I do foresee us getting an EX for this. Now, for the hard lost chapters for Maria, this boss, you actually fight 2 of them. However, because we're going to be getting, we're going to be introduced this event as a base character event, it's probably going to be another level 80, so I foresee it only being just 1 Spark Eye. So if it's just 1, it's going to definitely be a lot more manageable. Kuja is definitely going to be shining for this event, because he's our best DPS right now in Global. But this is going to be the EX right now for Maria, so you guys get to see it. So that is her EX. And we're just going to go ahead and deliver the final blow here to the Spark Eye boss. Alrighty guys, well that is going to be the gameplay showcase, giving you guys a live visual for the upcoming Maria event. Again, if you guys are excited for this character, and you guys especially like Irvine or Maria or Aiko, definitely something to be excited for. Loving the content so far that Global is getting. I love how they're kind of giving us some special treatment, giving us some characters early and then releasing some other characters. So really, really cool, and I'm excited to see the future of the game. Alright guys, well I am 40 the Broadway saying, stay tuned for the next video, and mahal everyone.